Disclaimer: this video may talk about uncomfortable or difficult to hear topics. No names or events in this video are real, and any similarities are just coincidence. Oh boy. This is going to be a long one. Hello everyone. I am glad to see the response from my previous video. I'm really happy that people saw it and gave it a chance. And if you haven't seen it yet, you don't have to, as I'll give a brief summary, but I'll be waiting for you if you want to watch it. Here goes. You are Jack, an orange man, and you start your first day as a member of the day shift for Freddy Fazbender's Pepperonery. You meet Scott, the manager, and Dave, who gives you a business proposal, which for the purposes of these videos I declined, and started working with the puppet, with the goal of fixing the Happiest Day minigame and freeing the souls of the dead children. You end the 5 days getting framed for murder by the phone, but if you save the children, the real Fredbear appears and lets you go to the children's happiest day, where they can finally move on, ending the game. I just want to say that I was able to cut down the footage of the first game into 30 minutes, but this video will be a lot longer, so I've cut it into separate videos. This one should be around the 30-minute mark, but I'll only know when I'm done. I love the first game, but it's not the best, and the second and third games prove that, especially comedy and story-wise. So, let's dive in, shall we? You boot up the game and are met with All Star by Smash Mouth. I think I'm sensing a theme here. I started the game continuing from the Day Shift of Freddy's ending, the end ? As that is the canon ending, and when you actually start the game you are greeted by Fangame again, except this time he looks different. He gives us a rundown of what we need to do, and he asks us if we've worked in any other locations before. We tell him that we worked in the Colorado location back in June, to which he exclaims that the police are looking for us, but we have some unfinished business. I instantly got different vibes from this phone, as he seems to be a lot more laid back compared to Scott. Hell, he's not even wearing a suit. But we'll dive more into this phone later. He says the grand reopening is happening tomorrow, and offers us a tour. I accept to understand the layout of the pizzeria better. He shows us the stage and the prize counter, where we see an ominous music box in the corner, and the phone guy tells us that we have to periodically wind it up, otherwise it comes out. Now it is probably the puppet, which means once again, we have to save the children. We then get shown the kitchen, the trash pile, the restroom corridor, the safe room where we get to see our new suit Spring Freddy and we see Dave's Spring Bunny. We see the office hallway, the arcade, the party room where we ask if the phone is okay because of the poster, to which he responds, and then we get to finally see the security office. We name ourselves Jack, not only because it's the canon name, but because at the end of the game, there'll be a secret cutscene if that is the name given to Old Sport. Phone Guy tells us not to mention who we are to any police officers. We tell him we understand everything and he lets us leave. Now, before I continue, I just want to mention that the game has some random encounters which happen so that the game feels less empty, and whilst most of them are funny, some of them are different, so just a heads up. As soon as we leave the office, we get a random encounter with Toy Freddy. However, instead of it being a friendly encounter, he accuses us of being an intruder, although as we don't have a taser, we have to get around him the hard way, by entering a battle. I'll speed through this as it took me only a minute, but I'd really not want to see this again. We find Bonnie's face again, except this time it's useless. We go to the prize corner, where we find him.
Oh, it's you, Old Sport. Welcome to the new location. Remember me, I'm still mad. Everyone still loves me. Yes.
I didn't mention Matt in my previous video, as I hate him, but this is Matt. You apparently hear distant gunshots around him, he will always be a virgin, and whenever you leave the prize corner you have to, and I quote, leave while your hymen is still intact. I don't like him. He's the least favourite Matt I know. I don't do much today other than chewing away Golden Freddy and buying a new hand crank. Phone Guy congratulates us on completing our first day, and tells us he'll see us tomorrow at the grand reopening. Today was an alright first day. You learned a lot about working the day shift again. This new restaurant sure is big, eh? Tomorrow's the grand reopening. It's probably going to be really busy. You wonder where Dave is, though. He hasn't been seen since Colorado. Either way, what's done is done. You say goodbye to Phone Guy and leave. Tomorrow is another day. If you remember the end of night minigames from the first game, you probably know that you played as different characters like the puppet or Scar, but in these minigames you mostly play as Withered Freddy trying to stop the Nightman. Also in the 8-bit minigames you can find the Shadow Doggo quite often, who will prove to be very important, at least in the third game. The Nightman came off and the next day starts. The phone guy welcomes you back and officially opens the restaurant by letting the stock photo children in and tells us to put on the Spring Freddy suit. So we go to the safe room and meet Dave again.
Why, hello there, old sport. Welcome back, old sport. I didn't expect you to come back. So, mister, I can't kill the kids because I'm a big bird. I have to say, old sport. Seeing you dish phony like that, you could have been real useful to me. I haven't forgotten how you screwed me over and tried to fuck up my plans, old sport. You think I'm playing games? Shit will go down again, old sport. Believe me, it will go down. Make sure you know which side you're on this time. See, old sport, I want to offer you immortality. It is indeed, old sport. This old chain doesn't have much time left. The constant string of murders, the things, can be over in the Midwest out competing Freddy's. Freddy's is one last incident away from being shut down forever. I say that it's time to destroy Freddy Fazbear's. No matter what, we're still on contract. We can't leave, old sport. I don't know. Maybe because our authoritarian boss, who has a phone for a head, I might add, makes us deal with toddlers and possessed robots and all we get is tokens. Also, we can't leave. That's a big one. To kill the bear, we don't have to destroy it. We merely have to slit its throat. Oh, is that right, old sport? Well, maybe I should shut your fucking mouth and listen. This is it, old sport. I'm not playing around anymore. Basically, I have the ultimate scheme in mind. I call it Orbition Mantandy and the three-step plan. The plan is foolproof, but I need Lucky to help me pull off some of the dirty work. Step 1 involves one of us luring 5 kids to the safe room using a fucking bear suit. That one of us is you. So, what do you say, old sport? You win. Oh, old sport. I don't think you've realized the mistake that you've just made. Whatever, old sport. This just means more Vegas than hookers for me. I'll see you around, old fun.
We get suited up and watch Dave slide across the
Look
hall.
at me, old sport. I'm going to go strangle some toddlers.
Toy Freddy appears, and since I bought a guitar on the first day and was wearing the suit, we did a duet of Space Oddity. After that beautiful rendition, we get 149 tokens and we make our way to the phone guy to warn him of Dave.
Whatever.
When we get there, the phone guy gets upset that we are talking about murder in front of the kids, and doesn't listen, saying that he'll speak to us later. But I think we know that by the time we speak to him, it'll be too late.
Whatever.
Now, there is a diverging path here to get to one of the endings, but it's not canon and it just doesn't feel right. If you go to the music box and speak to it, the puppet will come out and then corner Dave, causing him to springlock before he kills anyone, ending in the premature ending, which is nice that we stopped him. That's not what should happen. So we reluctantly avoid talking to the puppet today. I tried to fix a trash pile to no avail.
Please stop. I'm already.
So I spend the rest of my day searching for tokens to pass the time until 6 PM. After work, Phone Guy congratulates us again on doing a good job, and I'll play the scenes for you.
Uh, 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 you know, uh, 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 so,
Today was an interesting day. Dave gave you yet another offer today. You refused the offer and decided not to kill any kids. Purple Guy isn't happy and he even seemed to succeed in his plans. I wonder how he got away with it. Either way, what's done is done. Time to go home. Wow, that honestly gave me goosebumps. The end of the night minigame consists of the puppet giving life to the toy animatronics, with the minigame ending after the 5th soul. Well, hello. Unfortunately, as you heard earlier, this video will be split into several parts, so that must mean that this is the end. Thank you for watching. I hope that you'll join me again soon, as I really like making these videos, sometimes. So this is farewell for now. Bye!